To make 2 generous servings, you'll need 25 grams, 1 ounce of butter, or you could use a couple of tablespoons of olive oil if you prefer, 4 rashers of streaky bacon, chopped, 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chopped, 2 garlic cloves, crushed, about 200 grams, 7 ounces, of cooked Brussels sprouts, roughly chopped, a 200 gram 7-ounce tin of butter beans, drained, 1 litre 35 fluid ounces of chicken or vegetable stock, salt and freshly ground black pepper. So first of all, you need to heat your butter or oil in a large saucepan until it's quite hot, and then add the bacon, and just fry that a little bit over a medium heat. Once the pieces are all separated out, add your onions, and continue to saute over a medium heat for a few minutes until they just begin to soften and colour. If you wanted to, you could actually do a vegetarian version of this soup and just omit the bacon and use vegetable stock. It's just as delicious. So after 2 or 3 minutes, when the bacon has begun to colour, add your garlic and just saute, stirring for just 1 minute. And the reason I didn't add the garlic right at the beginning is because overcooked garlic can be very bitter. So you just want to cook it for a minute or so. And then add your Brussels sprouts. Stir that to coat them. And then add the butter beans and just stir to get everything mixed up and coated with the butter or oil. Finally, add your stock. Add plenty of black pepper, and just a little salt for the moment, because it rather depends on how salty the bacon is. Stir that well and bring it to the boil. And once it's come to the boil, just reduce the heat, partially cover the pan, and cook for about 15 minutes. And whilst my soup is bubbling away, I'm just going to show you how to make a very quick garnish, which goes very well with it. And it's going to be fried croutons with bacon. Basically, all you need to do is heat some olive oil in a frying pan until it's very hot, and you need a good 1/4 of an inch depth of olive oil. Then you simply add the bacon, I've cut them into quite long strips because it looks nice when you're serving. Fry those off a little until all the bits are separated. Then add your croutons. Try not to overload the pan too much, otherwise they don't fry up quickly enough. And then simply toss them around in the oil. Not only is this a really quick garnish, but you can also use very stale bread, and it turns out just as well. Once everything is crisp and golden, simply drain on kitchen paper and set aside until you're ready to serve the soup. So after the 15-minute cooking time, everything will be very soft and all the flavours will have melded together. And I should actually have mentioned that you can do this with fresh Brussels sprouts. It'll just need a little bit more cooking until everything is very soft. So now all that remains is to puree it into a soup. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can either allow it to cool a little and transfer to a liquidizer and puree until smooth, or you can puree in the pan with a hand blender, and that's the way I'm going to do it. Saves a lot of washing up and messing about. So here we go. So once it's all very smooth, if you've done it in a liquidizer, then just return it to the saucepan and reheat it gently. But before you do, have a little taste for seasoning. Personally, I would like a little bit more salt. And a little bit more pepper. But that's entirely up to you. Good stir. And then you're ready to serve. Ladle into individual serving bowls and serve with your bacon croutons. Delicious Brussels bacon and butter bean soup.